Most histories of the air war over Vietnam credit American technology with near total dominance. But between 1965 and 1968, a single North Vietnamese pilot in a Soviet-built MiG-21 shot down 9 confirmed American aircraft, without radar guidance, without real-time data links, and honestly, often while outnumbered 4-1. His name was Nguyễn Văn Cốc, and he did something no American ace achieved in that war. He built a methodical, almost clinical system for killing faster jets with a lighter, simpler one. The standard Western narrative calls North Vietnamese pilots lucky or desperate. Cok's record suggests something else, a coldly rational understanding of energy, geometry, and human psychology. By the time his war ended, he had rewritten the unwritten rules of supersonic close combat. Nguyễn Văn Cốc was not a child prodigy or a political general's son. He grew up in a farming village in northern Vietnam, joined the military in 1961, and was sent to the Soviet Union for flight training. When he returned in 1965, the Rolling Thunder campaign was just beginning. American F-4 Phantoms and F-105 Thunder Chiefs were hitting bridges, depots, and airfields daily. Cok's first operational flight in the MiG-21 F-13 nearly killed him. The MiG-21 was a point interceptor fast in a straight line, brutally simple, but with poor turning ability and only 2 atoll heat-seeking missiles. American pilots dismissed it as a flying stovepipe. What they missed was that the stovepipe had a radical advantage at low altitude and high Mach. Cok noticed something early. American formations flew predictable orbits, and their radar had a blind spot directly underneath during a bomb run. He developed what became known in Hanoi as the low sneak, approaching from below and behind, using ground clutter to mask his approach. At 500 knots, closure rates were so high that American electronic warfare officers had less than 8 seconds to react. On November 3, 1967, Cok got his first kill, an F-105D, returning from a strike on the Thanh Nguyen steel plant. What made that kill unusual was not the maneuver, but the patience. Cok had tracked that F-105 for nearly 3 minutes without firing, waiting until the American pilot relaxed his weaving and settled into straight and level cruise. That 3-minute wait was the signature of his entire career. He rarely attacked a defensive pilot. He attacked a tired one. By early 1968, the U.S. Air Force had lost 15 aircraft to Cok's regiment alone. American intelligence gave him the call sign Colonel Toon, a rare acknowledgement that a specific North Vietnamese pilot existed. But Cok was not a lone wolf. He flew as part of a 2-ship element, with a wingman whose only job was to call out incoming Sparrow missiles. The doctrine was simple. 1 man attacks, 1 man watches. If the attacker missed, they did not turn to re-engage. They dove for the deck and ran. This discipline was almost unheard of in 1960s aerial combat, where most pilots chased the nearest target. Cok's record includes a confirmed kill on an F-4C on April 19, 1968, a mission where his wingman's radar warning receiver saved both their lives. What the reports do not show is that Cok nearly aborted that mission 3 times due to weather and a flickering fuel gauge. He made the decision to continue not from bravado, but from calculation. The Americans would be equally hampered by the clouds, so his low sneak would work even better. That kind of thinking separates an ace from a dead pilot. Cok's 9th and final confirmed kill came on October 22, 1968. An F-4J from the USS Constellation. By that point, he had survived over 200 combat missions, engine flameouts, anti-aircraft artillery damage, and at least 2 near misses from sidewinders. He never claimed to be the best pilot. He claimed to be the most patient one. After the war, Nguyễn Văn Cốc became an instructor, then a general, then a quiet retiree. He rarely gave interviews. When he did, he always credited his ground crew and his wingmen first. But his 9 kills remain the highest total of any North Vietnamese pilot in the Vietnam War. What his story teaches modern air forces is not about technology. It is about tactical patience and knowing your enemy's habits. The most advanced sensors in the world cannot fix a pilot who attacks too early or defends too late. Cok understood that aerial combat is not a duel. It is an ambush, set up 40 kilometers away, executed in 8 seconds, and won before the other pilot knows you are there. That is the history that matters, not just who shot whom, but why they could. Subscribe to War Machiner and share this if you value history that goes deeper.